Pirlo as well, I'm
and
sure.
Pirlo. Oh my
Yeah, Pirlo was
They did.
Pirlo was,
And then
was the
they
Pirlo.
had arguably the greatest striker in that year
Yeah.
on their team in Shevchenko.
Do you really?
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. The name is B-Man. I'm here with Sosa, Sauce with the sauce. And I'm here with T Money, T Weezy, Michael Tarek, Abu Tariq. Get it?
Got it.
Got it. Those are
No, I'm not feeling many of those, but I'll be honest with you.
it's Michael Tarek, not the greatest nickname of all times.
Michael Tarek.
Michael Tarek.
It
It
fits.
works. It works so well. It works so well. On top of that, Abu Tariq. Abu Tariqa.
That's
Egyptian-
okay. I like the creativity there, but Michael
Tarek is unbelievable.
No, it's not.
I thought it was
I've
good.
told you that many times. It's not, man.
Anyway, guys, because football has been cancelled for the foreseeable future, it got stretched by a month.
Yep.
To the 30th of April. He's a Liverpool fan, by the way, and he's convinced that the play is going to continue.
This is recording, right? We're going to win the league 100%. Listen, this is recording. Save this, okay? Save this. Edit this little part out.
Fam.
We will win the league. I'm not stressed one bit.
This guy's true.
It's not happening, fam. Just
Okay. It's recording. We'll see. We'll come back to this.
We'll come
Remember
back to this. He's right.
Okay.
21st of March.
We'll come back to this.
We'll come back to this. Let's not make something out of it. But in honor of Liverpool's title run this year, we thought because content is going to be really thin, at least current content. So we're going to go take a step back in the vault, and we're going to talk about Liverpool's road to Istanbul.
Yes.
Look how excited he is.
We did it just for you, mate.
So listen.
Just for you.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah. So we did the road to Istanbul, and do you know what? Can I just say that once I look back on exactly what happened, how much more impressive it is than it was at the time. I mean, we're going to go get into Istanbul right at the end of the video, but the whole journey was unbelievable. So how about we just start it from right in the beginning?
Can I start off by saying that team was awful?
That wasn't a good team at all, no.
No.
So so this was how the team was set out. Jerzy Dudek was in net. Hippier and Carragher were in the middle.
Yeah. John Arisa, left back.
Jimmy Traore, right back. Left back. Who played right
Jimmy
back?
Traore was in and out, though, to be honest. Mostly it was Risa, a left back.
Okay, left back. So who played right back then?
Steve Finnan.
You had Xabi Alonso, you had Steven Gerrard, and you had who else partnering in centre mid?
Didi Hamann.
Didi Hamann.
God.
Can I just say this is one really good player? You guys got Jerzy Dudek straight after Feyenoord won the UEFA Cup with Feyenoord. And it was decent. It was decent, but it wasn't a world beater.
But after that failed shootout, we bought another keeper the year after, so then he was straight out of the team.
I know.
So
and then up front, you had Harry Kewell, you had Milan Baros first, but Djibril Cissé also kind of was in and out of the team. And
he had ACL that season.
And I'm missing one player. Who played on the right?
Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia. Anyway, now, that was the team. However you look at that is a poor team. That's not a team that could be challenging for anything. Now, the season before that team finished fourth with Gerard Houllier. And it wasn't necessarily a sacking. It was like a mutual agreement that they were both going to part ways. And then the season started with Rafa Benitez. Can you remember what it was like when you first signed Rafa Benitez?
To be honest, we were excited because he won the league with Valencia, won the UEFA Cup.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, twice in a row. Like, anyone who could beat Barcelona and Real Madrid to a title.
Yeah, that's impressive.
You know what I mean? It's considered great. So I remember we were really excited because we were hoping that was going to take us to the title immediately. But, Champions League came first, unexpectedly. But no, I remember we knew he was going to take the team forward at that point because he was such a good manager.
Can you remember much about that season?
Not as far as the Liverpool side, because it was like that. We knew that they wanted to make noise, but that season in the league, they didn't make no noise in the league.
They were really poor in the league.
Where did they finish in the league?
Fifth.
So they didn't actually even make a Champions League spot.
Guess who finished above them?
Who?
Everton.
Why you gotta do your neighbours over like that, fam?
They didn't do him over.
That's just
They didn't do him
rude.
over.
Don't hate the player.
That's
They
just
didn't
rude.
get done over. I'm sure Everton got into the Champions League, but in the knockout stages.
Were they allowed to qualify?
Qualifiers. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
they got to qualify as a lot.
5 teams.
I think
they lost. Yeah, they ruined it for themselves.
they changed the rule after that, didn't they? Like where
Yeah, they did. Because they said if ever there was a time where a team wins the Champions League but finishes outside the Champions League position, then the one at the bottom gets bounced out.
Yeah. How rare is it for
because
a team to win it and not finish top 4 in this in the league? So
we knocked out Tottenham. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They
that was
did.
so sweet.
oh yeah.
They did.
Wow.
Yeah, what was your coach called again at the time?
It was Di Matteo.
Di Matteo.
Yeah, so that's when they changed the rule and said if this happens again, the team that finishes 4th is not in Champions
It's
League
not
at
in
all.
the Champions League, yeah. Otherwise, you'd have too many teams from
From
So
a
a
they
similar
couldn't make that
country.
rule for Everton on the spot. So they had to let them play the qualifiers like from now on.
Yeah.
Same happen.
This is what we're gonna do. So they set a precedent. But how about you start us off? Start of the season, they had to qualify because they finished 4th the season before that, didn't they? They had to qualify.
Yeah.
How much do you remember of the title of the Champions
The
League
run.
Yeah.
Not that much, if I'm honest with you. I remember most of the knockout stages.
Yeah.
Not really the group stages that much.
Oh.
Like from that Olympiacos game onwards.
Okay.
I can't remember the
Can you
rest of it
remember
because
much
that's
of
when it really kicked in.
You know what? I remember. See, this is you're looking at. I'm talking from like a Chelsea fan point, and I was like, that the whole run for them was kind of a blur to me because I can't remember. I just remember them being in there in the quarterfinals because there's a lot of English teams there. But as far as the group stages and how they got to the group stages was a bit of a wash for me.
Yeah. Okay, so let me break it down to you. So they had to qualify, and they against the Austrian champions, Sturm Graz, and they won 2-0 away, but lost 1-0 at home. Although, do you know what the funniest thing was about that game? One player got booked twice and didn't get sent off. Not for Liverpool, but for Sturm Graz
In the second leg.
in the second leg.
Wow.
After they were down, Liverpool were down 1-0.
Great.
Another goal would have meant extra time. One guy got yellow carded. A few minutes later, got yellow carded again. Never got sent off. No one realised. Even Rafa Benitez.
Oh, is it
said
that
afterwards,
Croatian guy? I think I remember that game.
It was the Croatian guy. Yeah,
I remember that game.
Yeah.
That ref got slaughtered.
Yeah.
That ref got absolutely
That's
slaughtered.
hilarious. And then anyway, they qualified. They made it through. And Steven Gerrard was the one that scored both goals in that first leg. By the way, he had a worldie of a season. That I'll tell you that for free. Group stages alongside Deportivo La Coruña, Monaco, and Olympiacos. And Deportivo La Coruña were really good. Monaco were really good. Olympiacos wasn't like all of that, basically. And Liverpool won 3 games. They drew 1. They lost 2. But the most important game came right at the end. And I want you to take over.
Straight to Olympiacos.
Straight to Olympiacos right at the end.
So basically they had to win by 2 goals. Because winning would have meant that they would have been level on points with Olympiacos. So it would have come down to goal difference.
So they needed the goals.
Yeah. So obviously it's head to head. So Olympiacos beat them by 2 goals at their place. So Liverpool had to beat them by 2 goals.
Or more, yeah.
To even up and then go for one by goal difference. Oh my god. It's one of the greatest games I've ever watched though. Because obviously they took the lead. I think Rivaldo scored. What a legend, by the way. Oh my days. It's coming back to me now, man. Rivaldo scored, man. That left foot. Oh yeah, Rivaldo scored 1-0. And they thought, Liverpool need 3. Like, they thought, they don't have enough players because they had like Neil Mello up front, Cinema upon goal.
Yep.
Because Djibril Cissé got injured. So it just didn't look like they had the team capable of scoring 3 goals at that time without conceding at the other end. But Neil Mello scored, Cinema upon goal scored.
Right, Lionel's Cinema upon goal,
Flora, Cinema upon goal, bro. I'm telling you.
He's got the best name in football of all times.
I'm telling you, man.
And then obviously
the
last
came
goal.
down. The captain, leader, legend, the guy himself. The strike for Gerrard! You're beauty!
Imagine that.
How you forget that?
Do you know how many things had to be right for Liverpool to get to that one stage? To get to that, the fact that they had to win by 2 goals and did everything that led up to that point it's like it was meant to be, man. I think at that point people should have taken them a lot more serious than they did.
Yeah, but it was just the last group game. Like the fact that you needed that just to scrape through the group. no one's going to take them seriously still. That was the first good team they face. They'll be gone. Yeah, they'll be gone.
It's impressive that they actually managed to get that far. I could have, again, you would think with how they're performing in the league and how they performed, you would never have backed them to make it through that round.
No, never.
It's heroic.
Or get to the knockout stages. That's unbelievable.
That's impressive. No, honestly, it's impressive. But they got to the next stages now, and they played Bayern Leverkusen. Whatever. Then in the next stage, in the quarterfinals, they played Juventus. And at this time, Italy was the club level wise were the best team around. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus. I'm pretty sure Palermo were something at the time anyway. I'm pretty sure. Udinese, I'm sure, was something around that time as well. But they were like the nation of club level football.
League,
club level football. So they played a Juventus team that had the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Del Piero, Pavel Nedved, Sambrotta,
Ballon d'Or winners.
Cannavaro.
Yeah.
Like some of the people might be too young to understand that these are basically these players are the icon players that you guys buy in FIFA packs or get them in FIFA packs. These are the icon players that they get.
A man like Cinema Pongo.
They beat them in the first leg and then they drew in the second leg. Are you daft?
Disrespect, innit?
Are you daft? That should never have even been a game. It should have never been a game. Should have never been a game. What it was. Anyway, after that, this is where you come in, Sosa. So they went to the semi-finals and they played Chelsea. So how about you tell people exactly what happened in that semi-final game?
All right, so it was a 0-0 at Stamford Bridge, yeah? And then when it went back to Anfield, listen, I know people told me all the time, yeah, that if that goal didn't go, wasn't given, then it would have been a booking or a red card for Petr Cech, and we would have been a man down and a penalty. But no way in hell did that ball cross the line, man. Let me just say that. It just did not cross the line. I'm hurt by that game, but it made us stronger. And for Liverpool to take that, you know
sounds
what?
Like a song,
It
actually sounds like a song.
let them. This is the intro to a Drake song, man. Like, I understand. We needed to take that L for us to get better.
That's a hard L to take.
It was a hard L to take.
Hard L, man.
Do you know what? For the life of me, I can't remember that goal.
Oh, I remember it clear as day. It came in from a corner, and everyone was just flailing about, and the ball just bounced, and then. I think it was. I don't know if it was
a corner.
I think it was a corner or was a free kick. Was it just a cross ball in?
Yeah, it was just open play.
I think it was late game though.
There weren't that many people in the box. It was literally just ball over the top.
Check
came out.
Why do I feel like it was a scramble?
It was a little scramble, yeah, but it was all an open play though. It wasn't from. It
was an open play.
Yeah,
for some reason in my head I had it as a set piece, but it was just. You see, that's how I've not watched the highlights of that game.
No, it's alright. I can understand why it's a bit hazy.
I don't know what's the highlight of that game.
That is petty. That is so petty.
Yeah.
You could be petty.
It was clear though. It was clear. Like, it's clear as day. That ball was clearly over the line. If we had goal line technology back then, I think watch would have gone off straight away. Like,
no way. It shouldn't have been a goal, but at the same time, it probably would have been a red card penalty. That's how I see it.
But you never know, man. You could have.
Like we would have had Carlo Cudicini come in net and saved Gerrard's penalty. That could have been a mental man.
But this is what we were building up towards, right? Which was the finals, which is without a shadow of a doubt the greatest game I have ever watched in my life. Greatest game. And for those of you that have not watched it, I suggest you pause the video now and you go watch some highlights. 2005 Liverpool Champions League finals against none other than AC Milan. Now, again, if you're too young, right? If 2005 is too long ago, I know for a fact that these kids, they play FIFA. Yeah? You play, all these icon players that you get. And I used to watch these FIFA videos. All these icon players, every single player in that AC Milan team has an icon card.
Except for the keeper, Dida.
Okay, fair enough. But that was a squad full of absolute superstars.
Let's go through the stud. Dida, Stam, Nesta, Maldini.
Cafu. That's the defense. if that team existed today, that defense alone is unstoppable. Yapstam, Nesta, Maldini, and Cafu.
That is unbelievable. I remember playing
And we
Pro
haven't
Evolution
even,
Soccer.
first of all, let's go to the middle where they've got Seedorf, Gattuso, and Kaka.
Pirlo as well, I'm
And
sure.
Pirlo, oh my
Yeah,
God.
Pirlo was
before,
Pirlo was
They
the
did.
Pirlo was,
And then
was the
they
Pirlo.
had arguably the greatest striker in that year
Yeah.
on their team in Shevchenko. And then they had Hernan Crespo, who you just used to clean up.
Crespo and Shevchenko. Oh my God.
Imagine that for a team. And then if you can't remember what the Liverpool team was, go rewind again. And try and understand. If we came up with like a similar,
Yeah.
something quite similar, it would probably be half of the Liverpool team now and half of the Real Madrid team that won 3 Champions Leagues in a row combined. That would essentially be the AC Milan team that existed.
Yeah.
And that Liverpool team equates to Wolves.
I think Wolves are probably a bit better, you know.
They probably are.
You know when they do those comparisons, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, if you combine these two teams together, I swear down, if you combine the Liverpool team with the AC Milan team, it'd just be the AC Milan team.
Would be. No, with Gerrard.
With just Gerrard.
Just Gerrard.
Probably the
Who's
only-
replacing what?
the
Gattuso?
only-
Probably Gattuso, yeah.
That's it.
Just throw him in.
That's it. That is it.
Yeah.
That is so
disgusting.
poor. Anyway, the way the game went is AC Milan were up 3-0 in the first half, and the one thing that I distinctively remember from that game, where I actually ran out of the living room, up the stairs, in my room, opened my window, screamed, and ran back downstairs, was the pass from Kaka to Crespo.
Yeah.
That is single-handedly the greatest pass I have ever seen in my life.
The best through ball ever. Oh,
Ever.
okay.
It was him and Gerrard. It was like they're having a little battle in the middle of the park. All I remember was like he'd get the ball, he'd do like a Cruyff turn, and then Gerrard's not to be outdone. He'd try his own. It's like, yo, what the hell are these guys doing? Play football.
Just you saw how good it was because Carragher stretched every bone in his
Every
body.
inch, every inch. He was like this. If his foot was like this, if his foot was like this, he literally slid and then he did that. Literally, and he literally just went. Whew.
He tried to get a toenail, just something on it.
Just
And he couldn't.
the fringes of his laces.
And it's how he got it right into the path of Crespo. That finish was guaranteed.
And the finish. Do you remember how he just dinked it like
Dinked it, yeah,
literally like
beautiful.
outside his foot over the keeper?
Beautiful.
That whole
was
movement was one of the best goals ever.
And I'll be honest with you, if you're up 3-0 in the first half, it's game over. Now I watched an interview of Hernan Crespo about the game. This is maybe I think the interview was like a year ago or something.
Yeah.
And he said the guy that was interviewing him asked him like, what was the dressing room like? Did you guys feel like you already won it? And this was his response. And guys, if you still can't fathom how good this team was, he just went, when you have players like Pirlo, Shevchenko, Seedorf, Gattuso, they will never let you get happy until the final whistle goes. So it's even when we were sat there, no one celebrated. We're all sat there listening to the coach and we're ready to go out there again. And then he goes, when the second half started and he got substituted, when he sat there, he goes, as the game continued, he felt that it was not their day. He goes, sometimes in football, you could do whatever you want and you still walk away with a loss. And he goes, we couldn't have done any better than what we did in that first half. And 6 minutes outdone them. So T, can you tell the people what happened in those 6 minutes?
Sorry, I'm choking up a little bit. So
Necessary.
this
What was the order? What was the order? Did the penalty come first?
No, the penalty was the last one.
The penalty was the last
Yeah,
one. Oh, that
so
was the
it was
equalizer,
Gerrard's
yeah.
header first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got them back in it. You know, just told the team, come on, we're still in this. Let's keep going. And then Vladimir Smica scored the second one
Vladimir Smica.
with a shot right into the bottom
Dead
corner.
player.
Listen, that might be his only goal he ever scored for Liverpool. That I remember anyway, at that moment. And then, yeah, the penalty, which is, I'll admit, it's probably the best dive I've ever seen in my life from Gerrard.
Was it dive?
I don't think it was a penalty. It was a dive, bro.
Ah.
Because Gattuso was the wolf coming in at the same time, and literally Gerrard must have just got there first and just flung his body. Literally just threw himself onto the floor. But it looked so convincing. Because literally they were just...
Desperate times.
It looked like they were going to collide, but I don't think Gattuso made that much contact. But Gerrard made sure he was getting this penalty. Literally threw himself onto the floor. But yeah, Alonso missed the penalty but scored the rebound. And then, you know, I don't think I've ever screamed that loud in my life.
Came to the penalty shootouts then afterwards.
Oh, listen, there's a lot of things happened before that, you know.
Oh, okay.
Can I just take this moment in?
Sorry, my apologies.
Oh,
My
man,
apologies.
You know, he didn't just go from that to a penalty shootout. A lot of emotions, you know, riding through this. But yeah, sorry, just give me.
This guy. This guy. This guy.
I'm telling you, it's the rest of that game. Like, my heart was pumping. Like, the adrenaline I had, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Do you know the moment that caught me out? If you gave Shevchenko 1-on-1, guaranteed it was a goal. He had a 1-on-1 and he missed it.
It wasn't just that, he missed the rebound as well.
Yeah.
It was like, he literally just hit it at the keeper. He just hit Dudek went over.
Well,
And that's when even the commentator said, put Liverpool's name on the trophy right now. That's when you know it's your day. Because literally, like, he missed the chance and it was just the rebound was even easier. Like, Shevchenko just doesn't miss any chance, never mind. Something that simple. That's when you just knew, man. Traore is putting body on the line. What a legend, man. Oh.
What a game. This guy is so
This is why I don't like talking to Liverpool fans about that stuff, man.
I went on a rant with Arsenal fans
Bro,
last
come on, man.
week.
This
I'm
is
not
like-
going to do this again.
If you came back from...
If you came back from
mention
3-0,
what that team is.
If you came back 3-0 with that squad against that team, they had 4 of the best midfielders in the world on that team. They had 4 of the best defenders in the world on that team. And they had the best striker in the world. Well, one of the best strikers in the world on the team. This is honestly an all-time great team. And Liverpool came back 3-0 with an all-time terrible team. Is Liverpool not, is that team arguably is the worst team to win the Champions League?
I mean,
Recent
there's
history.
there's teams that
Like who? Porto?
Porto, I was going to say.
Yeah, but
That's, to be fair, that's another miracle run.
that's a massive.
Yeah. Porto are alright, though. It's just... They were just a very efficient team.
They had a couple of good
Jose
players.
just had them well organised, man. And they had a decent run as well. They got Monaco in the final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
They beat Man United, which was their biggest task.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to add anything to this?
But, you know, can we get to the penalty shootout?
Go on.
Like, Shevchenko missed the penalty as well.
You did. You know what? The only thing that I rate in that penalty shootout was Dudek's performance. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a good performance.
Wobbly legs and all that.
The pasta legs
Yeah.
and the fakes. That was like I never thought in a million years to put someone off like that.
Yeah.
Which is just like great creativity. Like obviously it'll never work a second time round, but that was mental. Like
That was good fun.
That's the only good thing he ever did for Liverpool, to be honest. He was not a very good keeper. Like,
It was alright.
it was alright, yeah. It wasn't
he pretty
great.
much got
serviceable.
like
He was serviceable.
he saved those penalties. They didn't just miss.
serviceable.
He saved those penalties.
I know. I'm saying that's the only real thing he'll ever be remembered for at Liverpool.
That's a good thing to be remembered for.
Oh, it's great.
Exactly.
So-
Greatest finals of all times. On any stage, really. Anyway, guys, we're going to have to put a stop to it there because I think we've gone over
One
time
last
a little
thing.
bit.
AC Milan did get their revenge a couple of years later, so we'll just leave
No,
it
a
at that.
year later.
It was 2 years.
2 years.
Was it 2 years?
Yeah,
2 years,
2 years,
yeah.
But that's irrelevant, though.
Yeah, that is irrelevant.
I had to mention that just to balance the books.
Thanks for this episode, though. I appreciate this.
Anyway, guys, do you want to
Guys, if you listen, I ain't going to keep telling you this. If you like the video,
like
the video.
I love that part. Actually,
Don't forget to share and subscribe, please. Thank you.
and we're going to be back again soon. Right? So, peace.
Peace out.